Chapter 4, The Blue Light in the Pine Barrens, Part 8. So David is taken inside the ship and the examination begins, and he complains that he's unable to breathe. And then he shifted to another part of the ship, and he describes it by saying that he's not walking, like he's moving without thinking, and that he feels very relaxed. Then David is returned to his car, and his friends are still inside, and they seem to be in a state of suspended animation. So it seemed that David was the one that was selected for the abduction, because he was the only one of the three boys taken. And the boys were in a two-door sports car, so the seat had to be pushed forward, and the other kid had to get out so that David could get out. So it was very inconvenient for David to get out of the car instead of the two other boys. So at the end of his account, David was saying that something was holding his hand, and then he was saying that he has to get back to the car and he has to get in. And then he began saying the story that the other boys were beginning to regain consciousness, and that's when the memory of the experience was being wiped away. They began talking, and the conversation that they were having 2 hours before resumed. So they went back to the club, and they told the other people that they saw a UFO. And then when they got to the front door, somebody asked, "What time is it?" And somebody said 10:27 p.m. And they were asking why they were so late to the club. So they told the other people at the club that they saw a UFO, but nobody believed them. So it was getting late, and they were saying goodbye to each other. And David got home, and he told his mother that he saw a UFO. And then David went to bed because he was tired, and he said, "For some reason I feel weird. I feel like I want to cry." Dr. Clamar at this point ended the trance, and then Budd Hopkins asked David if he remembered why he had gotten out of the car in the first place. And David said that something was drawing him, that something was luring him, that's all he can remember, that it was very frightening, that he was scared and he was lured, and then he felt really calm. Then Budd Hopkins noted that there's a difference between David's case And the other cases, like Howard Rich and Stephen Gilbert, David's case is different from those cases because David remembers seeing the UFO. And he also remembers that there was a 2-hour time lapse, and with the other cases there wasn't. The other cases, the people had almost no clues that there was like a UFO encounter. The only thing they had, it was like a feeling that something bad happened. And just Budd Hopkins said that many abductees had no conscious recollection of UFO sightings or time lapses, kind of like Stephen and Howard. And he said that there could be like many people in that situation where they don't have like a UFO sighting or a time lapse.